We're about to hear from them shortly, actually, on stage. It's three people. If I can welcome them up on stage. Michel Visser, Natalia, I need Natalia on stage, and Daniel on stage. These folks, and I don't know anybody knows who they are right now, but you are going to learn who they are very soon. These are our finalists for the TEDxAmsterdamED Award. This is an award, that we're the first time that we're doing this at TEDxAmsterdamED, and a great visionary idea from the founders and the powers that be here at TEDxAmsterdamED, and here we are. We're down to three finalists with three ideas that we're very excited about, and we wanted to give them a chance to share. Without giving too much away, guys, I'm gonna hand the microphone over here. You're all nominated for the TEDxAmsterdamED Award. Natalie, if you could just give us quickly, how did you get here? And give us really briefly, not too much, because we're going to hear it downstairs soon. Don't want to have you give it away up here. But could you please just give us a quick 1 or 2 sentences about you and how you got here and your idea?
I'm Nathalie Lecina from Studio Moio, and we like to hack societal issues with youngsters who tend to drop out from school. 2 lines.
Great.
Well, first of all, how I got here, social media. Friends were telling me, wow, TEDx Education Awards, so sign up, and that's what I did. My name is Daniel Haven from ProctorExam. Basically, we tried to fill in the missing link in online education due to a self-frustration of mine. I was studying online from Amsterdam, but the exam, they couldn't facilitate online, and they asked me to actually travel. So there is a missing link in online education, and that is the exam, and that is the part that we try to digitalize and facilitate as well.
Great.
My name is Michel Visser. I'm the founder of Connected.com, which is a website which enables you to transform your neighborhood into your university. We believe that all knowledge you need to develop yourself resides in the people around you, and by accessing that social capital, we can help each other develop.
All right, great. Okay, Natalie, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions here. You said you work with dropouts. Mm-hmm. Okay, could you give us an example of the skills that these dropouts that you work with have, and how they could become, a great asset if they're put to work in the right context?
In order to solve very complex societal issues, when you do it with higher educated people, we all have to think out of the box. Well, they've never been in a box. So they don't need to have another reframing of their mind. They totally think on a different way than we do. And it's connecting those different minds with those who know about these societal issues from the system that makes innovations come true. And the greatest thing that happened, and what I didn't know, is that especially youngsters from vocational education, they make a change. So they're not just writing any advice and giving it to someone else, making papers. They cannot wait to make it to realize it, and that's what makes it really great to work with them. There's so much power for just breaking through what we are doing in a usual way, that we really are making a big impact with what we do. And the best impact ever is that those youngsters, especially those from vocational education, they think, almost 99% of them think they are less worthful than others. They have a very low self-esteem, and changing the position of who they are makes a lifetime change in who they will be. And that's the next hack we are making.
All right, great. On to Daniel. Daniel, you found the need, you found the gap that needed to be, the problem that needed to be solved. How far along are you with your idea, with solving this issue?
It's actually, I'm very proud to say that we currently have thousands of students on our platform from all over the world, New York, Beijing, doing an exam, for instance, at the University of Amsterdam, and really having the entire educational trajectory being online and remotely. The reason why I started and I saw the problem is because I did research, asked the universities, so you start to offer more and more flexible education. What happens with the exam? And they told me that, first of all, thousands of students fly in to Europe to sit in a small room, which isn't that special, but they just need to make sure that that person is really the same person. That was the problem, and what we saw by extending this also online, not only do you facilitate the online exam, but you open up a completely new group of students that are now more prone to study online because they can also get the diploma, they get the accreditation. So it's not only studying online, which unfortunately today still has a very negative, well, not negative, but it's not the same as traditional education. You don't get the same diplomas. I hope that in a very short time this will change and it will be as respected, as accredited, and you do get, you know, the same diplomas compared to traditional education.
Yeah, you do see more and more and more and more online education
Exactly.
being offered. Yeah. Michel, where would you like to be in 1 year from now? If you could see ahead, if you could say my 1 year plan, where would you like to see your
that's the same question I wonder when I'm really tired and I'm awake at night. I'm like, okay, why do I do this? And then I think if we enable people to have access to skills they need for their daily life, and by connecting them in a local way to meet face to face. We enable people to have growth, a lifelong growth. And every morning at 9 o'clock, I get an email which tells me how much connections were made. So I hope that not only for the Netherlands, but throughout the world, we can connect people face to face and help them to take a one further step in their life, in their career.
Great, great. Do we have any questions initially that anybody has? I don't want to give too much away. Yes, let me.
I'm very curious. What made you make this move? You've already said something about that, but then what skills did you need most to do what you do?
I think I don't know if it's a real skill, but openness. I think when I started this, I was an actor. I studied at drama school. I've been in theater for 7 years, and I got this idea. And I think the thing that made it grow is that the fact that I started talking about it, and I started sharing my ideas. And I think if you keep it for yourself and you're not open to others and to help for others, you cannot exponentially grow yourself or the idea. I think that's key for me to how it got where it is right now.
For me, it's definitely passion and role models. Number one, really to have the drive to keep on going, because we heard in the previous speeches, talks, that the world is not excited to change and the world will not likely change. So first of all, you definitely need to be passionate and just go for it. I guess also partly naivety. And then the second thing is definitely a role model. I guess especially in today's world, you see left and right relatively young people getting to a stage where they can really impact the world. That is a thing that does help me get out of the box and stop thinking, oh, I need capital, I need tools, I need network to change something. No, you need drive, passion, and today the tools are given to a lot of us, at least to me.
I'm not sure it's a skill. I work with a strong belief, and the belief is that everyone is of value. And if everyone is of value, it's my turn to, when I see a dropout, to help him to find who he is and where he can be of value in this society. And that's the skill. It's a skill of an artist sometimes. It's a skill of seeing someone truly, and it's a very deep belief. And I don't fool them, and they don't fool me. Yeah. With youngsters, especially those from vocational education, the most important thing is to be authentic. If you're not authentic, they're not going to believe you, they're not going to follow you, they're not going to have their ideas because they're really, really very sensitive about honesty and about are you really trusting me? Are you really believing in me, or is it just a fake? They've seen so many helpers that, well, that's not what they're looking for.
Yeah, yeah, authenticity. It's a good thing to be aware of and to work on. And
Can you work on authenticity?
Work on being honest with yourself, being honest with other people. I think that that's a challenge that we face or at least I do, every day I walk into the classroom. Yeah.
You can have dedication to it.
Yeah, dedication to it.
But I
Yeah,
think if you're going to work on it, then you're on the wrong way. Because you have to work on being honest for yourself.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. Are there any other questions for anybody? Okay. We are time to wrap up. We're just at the point where we can finish up. Thank you so much for those of you who came out, or upstairs rather, to hear our speakers and to share your time with us here with the question and answer. Great. Thank you so much to our guests as well. Super.